There are 3 emails you should be sending to your list before you ever ask them to spend a single dollar with you. Yes, I am talking about your welcome emails. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my proven 3-step welcome email sequence to help you increase engagement, deliverability, and long-term sales. Keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex coming at you this week with another email marketing tutorial. If you want to learn more modern email marketing, copywriting, and branding strategies, you are in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button below and don't forget to ring that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. So in this video, we are talking about the 3 most important emails you will ever send your list. I'm talking about your welcome emails, your nurture campaign, your indoctrination sequence, the automated emails that you send to every single new subscriber who joins your list. Now, these emails serve a very, very important purpose, especially right now when there is so much noise and content being published online, when there are dupes and fakes and artificial everything everywhere, when skepticism is at an all-time high and trust is at an all-time low. You want to make sure that when someone does put their trust in you and signs up for your email list, you're doing absolutely everything you can to keep that trust and create connection as quickly as possible. So please, for the love of God, whatever you do, do not use AI to write these emails for you. In a world where there is so much generic, watered down garbage being published online, do you really think that using that kind of messaging is how you make a good first impression with your new leads? Remember, right now, people are first looking for a reason to count you out. We are all bombarded with so much messaging from every different direction all at once. We really have no choice but to very subconsciously put everything we see through a more and more rigid filtering process before we ever consciously give it our time, energy, or attention. It's like literally just how to survive online today, right? So customers today are savvier than ever. And if you're not putting your best foot forward with your welcome emails and showcasing your empathy and your personality and your humanity in order to get through that BS filter that now everyone has, you might as well kiss that new lead goodbye and flush money down the toilet. So with that out of the way, let's get started. Here is my proven 3-step email welcome sequence. Now, the primary goal of your welcome sequence is to welcome your new subscribers to your community. I know that is pretty obvious, but these emails need to do far more than simply say hi and where to buy. The first interaction a customer has with your brand massively informs their future actions. And of course, this often starts with your content or ads, then your website or your landing page, wherever this person actually opted in to join your email list, which of course they opted in, that's important, but your job is not done there, not even close. The first few emails you send these new leads will be the most opened emails you will ever send them, the most opened. And this is when they get to form an opinion of who you are and how you can help them, and really if they should stick around. And trust me, you want them to stick around because customers today are savvier than ever. They are taking much longer to make a purchasing decision when they are evaluating the unlimited options that are available to them out there. And at the Copy Posse, we're seeing much longer sales cycles than we used to as well, with the average customer taking well over a month to buy from us. And you might be wondering, what are they doing in that first month? Or in some cases, even longer, especially if what you sell is more high priced or high ticket. Well, they are watching and they are waiting and they are evaluating your every move. It takes time and repeated exposure in order to build that know, like, and trust factor when there are just so many other options available. And that is why your welcome sequence is arguably some of the most important copy you will write in your business. And so it really pays to put in some extra time and effort into making sure you get these emails right and testing and optimizing and trying new things. Sometimes when so much is changing in the marketing world, I like to look back at the basics because at the end of the day, we are all humans who value very similar things, especially relationships. In his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie explains the 6 most important things to keep in mind if you want to make a great first impression. And let me tell you, they matter so much in your email marketing just as much as they do in real life. And they are: be genuinely interested in other people. Smile. Use their name. Remember, your own name is the sweetest and most important sound in the world to you. So use their name. Encourage other people to talk about themselves, and then listen. Talk about other people's interests, make them feel important, and do it sincerely. So the goal of these emails is to educate your subscribers on what you're all about and how you can help them. And you definitely want to check all of those things off the list, because you simultaneously want to make a great first impression, create a connection, encourage engagement, and then turn those new leads into hopefully raving fans who stick around until they are comfortable enough to buy from you. And I know that sounds like a really big job, but I created a very simple 3-step welcome sequence to make it easier. And I call it the AIM sequence. In email number 1, you want to acknowledge. So this is the first email in the welcome sequence, and I recommend sending it like 1 to 2 hours after someone opts in to your email list. Now, you might be wondering, well, why not immediately? Well, because this is usually when you would send the confirmation email for whatever it is they just signed up for, right? Usually some sort of free lead magnet or some other free resource that they want. That email should go out immediately to deliver the thing they're waiting for, right? Because they're waiting for it. But then, of course, you want to follow that up with the official welcome email to welcome this new person to your community or to your list. Now, this is it, you guys. This is your big moment to show your new leads who you are. So you can see here I'm saying, yes, I'm so happy that you joined us and thrilled to officially welcome you to the Copy Posse. You're one of us now. I promise we're not a cult, with a laughing emoji. So yes, here I am literally welcoming them, and yes, using their name. But more important than that, I'm making them feel like they belong here. I'm creating a sense of belonging, which is so powerful to do in marketing. And I'll talk more about that in email number 2. But in this email, I'm also showcasing a little bit of my personality and talking to them like I would talk to a friend. And that is the secret to the smile of a good first impression. That, or of course, putting a photo of yourself smiling, or in this case, a laughing emoji. I love emojis, so I use them in my emails. People connect with people, period. So don't be afraid to have fun and show your personality if that aligns with your brand voice. Now, you want to be very careful to not talk about yourself too much in this first email. I see this all the time, and I know that can feel really hard when we want to just tell them all the cool stuff we're up to and why they should stick around and why they should pay attention. But remember, if you want to make a good first impression, you need to make it about them, the reader, as quickly as possible. So in this email, I go on to talk about how I believe empathy is your greatest superpower. I say that your words matter and that you have the power to create the life of your dreams. So what am I doing here? Well, I'm showing interest in them and their goals and making them feel important. So not bad so far if I'm looking at that list. Let's see if I can tick the rest of these boxes off before the 3 welcome emails are over. Now, one more thing. In this first email, you want to acknowledge your new subscriber, validate their reason for joining your list, and share how you can help them when they decide to stick around and not unsubscribe, right? So it is very important to show them that you really understand where they're at and the problem they are looking to solve, because they are there for help or support in some way. So call it out in black and white. Tell them how you are going to be the one to help them solve it. So this is where you can share your brand promise and USP. You should not, I repeat, not be plugging any of your programs or offers or trying to sell them this early in the sequence. This email is about building trust and making them feel like they do in fact belong here. And a really good way to do this is to offer them more free content that they might find helpful or interesting. And then finally, you can simply let them know that you'll be following up again in a couple of days with more information to help them on their journey and some important next steps. Then 2 to 3 days later, send them email number 2, include. In this second email, you now can go deeper into sharing the mission behind your brand or business and why they are a very important part of that mission. So here you want to really pull back the curtain and give them a little peek into your world. Transparency is really, really powerful here. So share the story of how your mission came to be and what it really means to you. Share about the real reason you do what you do, because it shouldn't just be to make money. The goal with this is, again, not to talk yourself up and make it all about you, but to show them, hey, I'm a real person. I've had struggles and hardships in my life. I'm not perfect, but I'm here doing this awesome thing, and I'm really glad you're here, and I hope you stick around. Now, if you're not writing for a personal brand and you can't share like personal stories, you could absolutely share the founding story of a product or some sort of company and the mission here. So the goal of this email is to simply make your subscribers feel included and connected to you and the brand. And yes, while the majority of this email will be about you and your story, you still want to make sure you are always bringing it back to them, the reader, and why it matters to them. So I like to throw in a little PS line that says, hey, I'd love to get to know you better too. Reply back to this email and let me know the number one challenge I can best support you with right now, which of course is awesome for marketing purposes to know, hey, in their own words, what is my audience saying they need support with, which of course you can then use later when you're coming up with offers or programs or better ways to support them. And look at that. We have already checked all of our boxes off of our list and we're not even finished yet. 2 to 3 days later, after the second email, you want to send email number 3, Mobilize. So you guys, now it is time to get your leads to take action. Creating engagement early on is really important because you want your subscribers to know that this is not a one-way thing, it is a conversation. So in this email, you can share with them your products, your services, your offers, and tell them exactly how you can help them solve their big problem quickly if they are ready to take action now, but it's totally cool if they're not, right? After all, we are in business and we do sell things. So I think it's smart to let people know that right off the bat. And one thing that's really important to remember is that there are actually 3 speeds of buyers. Not everyone will buy right away. So there are the fast buyers. Those are the people who are ready to buy now and you don't want to make them wait. They're more emotional buyers and they are looking for a solution now. Maybe that's why they joined your list. So you do want to invite them to take that next step with you as soon as possible. Next, you have the medium buyers. So these buyers need a little bit more love. They're like 50-50 logical and emotional buyers. They take a little bit more time to gather some information before they are ready to buy. So for these people, you really want to guide them forward while continuing to build trust. And then you guessed it, there are the slow buyers. They need a lot of love. They are the logical ones who do not trust you right away, and they need all the information before they can make a decision. So for these people, you want to continue to add value, create trust, nurture their experiences, start conversations, and make sure they are getting everything they need in order to feel safe to make that buying decision with you. So with this third email, you want to think of it as an invitation for those people who are really ready to make a purchasing decision right now. But this is not, and I repeat, not a sales email. Right now, you're still just 2 new friends connecting and getting to know each other a little bit better. And you're saying, hey, look, here's what I have for you. So you can see in this example, I actually started with a story about how I wore an eye patch as a kid. Yes, an eye patch. And then I went on to share a little bit more about my marketing philosophy. Then at the end, I let them know all the ways they can learn from me in my programs, and I presented them with some options if they are ready. No scarcity, no urgency, no pushy marketing, just, hey, here's what I have for you. And that is it, my super simple 3-step formula for creating a personal and impactful welcome sequence. You just have to remember AIM, acknowledge, include, Mobilize. And if you want to see my entire welcome sequence emails and read everything from start to finish, make sure to hop on my email list. I'll drop a link for you to get on my list below. But then you might be wondering, okay, Alex, then what? What do you send to your list after these 3 welcome emails? How do I, make money? Well, remember, the goal of the welcome emails is to simply get new leads to engage with you as quickly as possible, to build that trust and connection with your brand. And then yes, hopefully they will buy from you, but that might take days, weeks, months, even years. So what do you want to do? Well, during that time, you want to be sending real-time emails to your list consistently so that you can turn those lurkers into loyal fans who hopefully buy from you and then buy from you again and again and again. And if you want my help with that, check out my mini course, 365-Day Inbox Income. It is broken up into 5 super easy and short lessons. You will get my exact list monetization process, including my 3 go-to promotion frameworks that I follow for every single promotional campaign that I send to my list. But more importantly, you'll also get my email marketing calendar that is pre-filled with 279 dates, reasons, and seasons to email your list. And I'll help you come up with 125 content ideas and stories for writing engaging and trust-building emails that you can send all year round. It's a really juicy mini course. It is so easy to follow and it's only $27. Now, what other email marketing questions do you have for me? Drop them below, let me know, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here.
And you can click right here to get a free gift.
There are 5 things a high converting landing page must have. The bad news is that without these things, chances are very good that you're not only seeing low conversions, but you are losing a lot of money. The good news is that all of these conversion boosters are incredibly simple. A small change here, a little tweak there, and you could be seeing conversion rates like this. And in this video, I will show you how. Keep watching.